Celtics Talk Podcast is presented by 24autogroup.com. New England gets more at 24.
It's tough. Definitely a winnable game for us. We had some opportunities. Even at the end, we had some opportunities that didn't go our way. It's a learning experience. This whole, is going to be a learning experience from day one. We got a bunch of new guys. We're playing a new style. I thought we played hard today. I thought I played a winnable game. We just, some crucial errors that cost us. But I'm looking forward to watching film and learning and staying with the journey. But that happens. We got a new group that's still figuring things out. Some of these other teams and stuff have played together for a little bit more. So there's going to be some ups and downs. But I'm looking forward to just learning every day with the group. And I'm looking forward to when we get to that point where we catch our win, what that could possibly be.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, awfully chipper.
I know, Pod's back. So, look.
Game one. No, you're right. Game one. Wow. Basketball is back. The Celtics are back.
All right, so Pod's back. Okay, let's get into it. By the way, what a terrible night. I don't even have a microphone. Thanks, Abby.
We only have...
We started the night with 3 microphones. We lost one. It's just the way it goes around here. It sums up the night. Look, I think we went with a 3-person pod out of the gates because we were like, oh, man, winnable game for the Celtics, energy in the Garden. This is going to be awesome. We're going to be sitting here reveling. And as Jaylen Brown detailed there at the start of the podcast, didn't quite go the way we expected. Sixers 1-point victory here at the Garden to start the season. I'm looking for your headlines, so you guys can be positive, you can be negative. Abby, what's your headline from tonight?
Celtics gave themselves a chance to win, and I think there are going to be some growing pains with this group. Something I think we all wanted to kind of brush over in the preseason. Focus on that pace, not worry about the rebounding.
We were worried about that.
We were
for
worried,
what it's
yeah.
worth. We talked about that ad nauseum.
We were hopeful that some things would come together in the regular season, but
I was blissfully unaware. I thought we were winning 82 this year.
Could still win 81.
81-1 is still on the board.
What do you think?
Well,
let's start with her thing because let's get into the growing pains.
I thought we were just going to get headlines and then
No,
we
we're
can
not doing
dive
headlines.
deeper.
We're just going one at a time. So I'm going to get through that.
Get into the body of your story. Let's get into the nut graph.
There
we have
go.
the headline. Let's go to the nut graph.
For you journalism majors out there, you were enjoying that talk.
I missed.
Did you?
I was uncomfortable with that.
You expected growing pains.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Obviously, I was very optimistic. I think Scal and I both felt that the team was going to be pretty good and still feel that way. But the limitations are obvious. I mean, the Sixers front court is super thin. Joel Embiid did nothing tonight.
They had a two-way.
Yeah.
Playing significant minutes.
Dominic Barlow started for them, and that's one of those guys where, if there are any play-by-play broadcasters listening to this podcast, first of all, find something better to do. And second of all, you guys will relate to this where, if you're watching a game and you're like, who the hell is that? And you're flipping through the game notes furiously. Well, we're trying to do it in real time, and I had a little bit on Dominic Barlow, but I had no idea he was going to start.
How mad were you that you didn't have, a fun fact on Barlow? Because that's your thing.
Well, Dominic Barlow, I can tell you now, 2 hours after the game, was the first overtime elite player to make the NBA.
Ooh, okay.
Apparently. But anyway, the fact that he started and then Embiid, played 20 minutes and was a complete non-factor, you're looking back at the game and you're thinking, how did the Celtics lose? And I don't think it's as much about rebounding as it's rim protection for me. And Tyrese Maxey getting wherever he wanted. Now, he shot 7 for 9 on 3, so that's not really sustainable. It's ultimately, people aren't going to want to hear this, but I feel like the reason the Celtics lost is because the Sixers shot better than the Celtics did. But nobody's going to want to. Nobody's going to want to hear that. And the problem is the Celtics' rim protection was not good enough tonight, and they didn't get back on defense fast enough, and that allowed Maxey to get into the teeth of the defense, and then ultimately that led to a lot of spray-out threes. But he was just really good, so was Edgecombe, and that's why that
that's all too rational. So Abby stole my headline. The growing pains are the story here. I do like that Jaylen could have gone to the podium and said, I really would have liked to have the ball in my hands in that situation, and we got to be better. But he kind of absolved everybody and said, look, there's going to be a process. We need to learn from this. I don't suspect the film session tomorrow will be very fun when Joe Mazzulla drills them about, all the problems you just laid out right there. And so, but we should have known, and I, again, because I just put on my green glasses and ignore all the obvious things. I thought they would be more crisp in that situation. The fourth quarter, once they started catching some momentum in the third, and Derek White has that burst, I was like, okay, they've kind of figured it out. They've settled in. They're going to feel the vibes here. The 42 points in the fourth quarter, the not being able to really generate a good shot late, the just like letting the bad offense leak into the defensive side. I mean, that's just it's literally day one stuff where I'm surprised it cropped up as much as it did. And so they got to learn. And I'm willing to give them okay, let's see, next time they're in a close game late, what does it look like? Do they get better shots? Do they make better efforts on both sides of the basketball? But for one night, I'm just going to be salty and upset.
I want to add on to that Neemias Queta, who
Hold on, now you're stealing everyone's headlines. There was a show thread. Literally.
We have a group chat.
In the group text, I said growing pains and he said Queta, and you've already taken both. You can't do this.
Why are you guys calling me out? I'm sorry. I feel like that is where the conversation led. I was trying to add to it. Fine. What would you like to say about Queta? True. Sorry.
I enjoy that. I like that you came to my side there with the all
Thank
right,
you.
whatever.
Yeah, I thought
First game for everyone.
I thought Neemias Queta was terrific tonight, and it's a bummer that it went to waste in a loss. But I was really impressed by him. I thought he looked great in the preseason finale. That was a guy we were hearing about playing for Portugal, hearing about he's much improved, he's going to start, and he's going to be good. I was banging the drum, Queta, most improved player.
How much property do you own on Queta Island?
Hey, brother, it's not an island. It's more like an archipelago at this point. There are a lot of us who want to have residences on Queta Island.
Did no one bailed on the foul out? You're still
That's what I was going to say, is that's what's frustrating, and I think that's going to be an issue all season long. That is another one of the growing pains, is
for sure.
Keeping Neemi on the floor.
But Abby, the Celtics don't need Neemi to play 30 minutes a game. He played, 25 tonight, almost? 20 to 25 is all the Celtics.
But he wasn't on there at the end when you're looking for the rim protection.
Yeah, but Luka Garza also was out with a concussion. I think the Celtics were really thin in the front court at the end of the game, and you don't expect Queta to foul out, and you don't expect Garza to get hurt. I mean, you're right. Foul trouble might be an issue for him as a starter. But when he was out there, I thought he looked terrific, way better than last year.
I'm not disagreeing.
Again, the guy who we were expecting coming into the preseason, and frankly was super disappointing in the first two preseason games, but then in the preseason finale, it's like, holy smokes, that's the guy we're waiting for. He was the same guy tonight, and that's really encouraging.
Can we explain that? Do we understand? I wondered if it was the effort that put in to go to Eurobasket, maybe the hard camp. It was weird that he wasn't good out of the gates. And then that last preseason game, oh, okay, yeah, that's the guy.
I mean, I think he's certainly thinking a lot when he's out there on the floor. Joe Mazzulla is coaching Neemi, arguably probably harder than anyone on this roster because they need him so much, and he believes in him that he can be that guy for this team. And so I think that that's a lot to put on a young player's shoulders, to come out here and know that you are the starting center and this is what everyone is looking from you. And so I think in that first preseason game, we got a little bit of nerves. There were a lot of guys who admitted they were nervous for that first one. And then I think to see him tonight, you're right. He was phenomenal and exactly the player that the Celtics do need. Can he be consistent and stay out of foul trouble? Those are my questions.
Oh, no, the foul trouble.
I will say...
He fouled out.
When he was throwing down some of those lobs, I had people in my mentions being like, oh, looking like Robert Williams out there. Let's calm down. Let's get... Derek White has some very nice feeds. They need more of that. They need better passing overall.
Yeah. How many assists tonight? 15?
Not a lot.
They started rolling him up toward the end, but they were stuck on 12 until the fourth quarter.
And I bet Jaylen's potential assist total will be more robust than what he ended up with, but because I can remember Simons clanging a couple threes in the first half. There were a
lot of missed shots.
But Scal pointed it out too. He's like the passes just weren't on time, on target, which we're just so used to because they've been so good and they've had so much skill, and it's something that you can just erase because you're so good. So they just got to take it up a level. Having a vehicle you can rely on, that's important. That's why you can rely on 24 Auto Group. They will treat you like family. And that's because they are family owned and operated. They're honest, easy to work with, and they just get it. Whether you're looking for something sporty, something luxurious, or just a solid everyday ride, 24 Auto Group always comes through. With 9 brands and 11 locations across New England, there's something for everyone. And here's the best part. They've got the knack to save you more. on a new or pre-owned vehicle, and the knack to pay you more for your trade, up to $2,400 over book value. You can even drive home with just $24 down. So if you want the best deal without the runaround, go see my guys at 24 Auto Group, because you always get more at 24. Online at 24autogroup.com.
What were your impressions of Jaylen Brown?
I thought he was awesome at the start. I was interested to see how the rotation would look because, typically it's one of JT or JB who plays the entire first quarter. Obviously, one of them is in a really cool suit on the bench.
The suit was nice.
The suit was very nice. But so what's that going to look like? I thought Jaylen might play the entire first quarter. He didn't. He came out for like a minute and came back in. So I think it was obvious the emphasis they're putting on pace with the way that Joe rotated guys and almost platoon guys and did like hockey-style shifts. But I thought Jaylen was really good, and I felt like, we said this on the broadcast, but it felt like almost a quiet 25 because D. White had the big spurt, a couple big moments from Queta and Simons and Pritchard. But Jaylen, that's what I was hoping he would look like.
And I'll go back.
Year.
I don't think his turnover number was very high. It's something we'll obsess about this year. The whole Celtics as a whole were pretty good with the ball security. They can be better with the pace of overall, but I thought even when it kind of cranked up, they were pretty good. They had some bad timed one. Sam had one bad giveaway there late. They just got to, again, in the most crucial of moments, be a little bit sharper.
You talking about that illegal screen on
Oh,
Hauser?
here we no. He threw one away, and it led to a transition bucket.
The illegal screen was soft.
Did you watch the game? It was
soft.
It was soft. I will admit that one. That was not very fair.
And yes, I was watching the game, but I love Hauser. He's my Rob Williams
I know.
for you.
I love. I just love pointing out his slight miscues, just because it gets you a little bit riled up. Is there anything?
Don't do that to Sam.
What's that?
Don't do that to Sam.
Yeah, come on, he's a great guy.
To needle.
Oh, so we're
Point.
going.
I'm just saying.
Kids gloves over here. So does anyone have anything positive?
Oh, wait,
Any
I just want to talk
any
about.
positive
Wait, I
moments?
have one more growing pain discussion point. The late game situational
Wait a minute,
basketball.
hang on, Forsberg. Let me text a thread, see
These
which
are-
one of us texted.
Yeah,
that.
that was also my.
This is something that I hadn't really thought through. Up until now, it has been get the ball to Jason Tatum, whatever it takes.
Yes.
And now he's not on the floor, and this is a completely different group trying to navigate these late game, super intense situations.
What was the play call on the last play there?
Which one? The baseline or the side out?
The side out.
It was a play for JB to catch on the baseline, but they kind of shadowed it. I got it tagged. Probably just made the wrong read. Anthony and Sam were open on the backside, so just a pass I got to make.
And then what were you looking for in the following play?
Try to make a shot as quickly as possible. It's only 1 second, so you ain't really got much time.
For a while, obviously, Jason's been the option in those situations. What do you think the process is going to be like for you guys over the course of the year, kind of figuring out, obviously you always want to make the right play, find...
Yeah, I mean, it's there's not really much to it. It's just making the right reads. I made the wrong read. I thought I could get him in the air and draw a foul there, but, the right read was a little kick out to Anthony. So it's a growing process. Learn from it and you get better. So on to the next.
Did you already go back and look at it on film?
Yeah, first thing we talked about.
Do you know when that clicked for me? I was when they're drawing up that last play. I go, where's this going?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think we
yes.
all thought it was going to go to Jaylen because, again, he probably earned that
And
right
that's
to be, especially
how it
in
was
the first.
drawn up.
Well,
They couldn't get it.
I
to
think
him.
he said the first. Peyton had said right, the first draw up was for Jaylen.
Yeah.
And then the second one was just he should have either gave it back to Simons or whatever. But yeah, again, I'm sure they spent time in the preseason on late game execution, and
And
you
in
just
camp.
got to be ready for that moment. And it felt like maybe they weren't. Even from Joe wanting them to go, which I think they made the
Yes.
right decision because no one was leaking out, and it would have probably fizzled as a possession. But
He
again,
did say that in the huddle. He
it just-
warned them. He said, if we get it quick, go.
Yeah.
You could see it. Yeah, Joe was ready for it.
Should have put that on the rundown.
Well, I'll also say this.
Hold on, for the record, this text chat contained 3 texts, and I didn't understand that was a run of show. I apologize.
A run of
It's the
shit.
first game for everybody.
We're just joking.
Apparently,
Let me also say this.
it doesn't feel that way.
In the interest of, let's not freak out about this. Tyrese Maxey, 40 points, couldn't miss a shot. VJ Edgecombe, 34 points.
Historic.
Third most.
5 threes.
We didn't really expect that from him. Third most in a debut in NBA history. Wilt, And Frank Selvey, you got to go back to 1974 was the last time someone had this many points in a debut. If you want to say, oh, the Celtics didn't defend him well enough, whatever, I don't buy that. The guy is a complete freak and he's going to be really good. You don't expect the opposing backcourt to score 74 between two guys very often. It's going to be fun.
Where were you for that Selvey performance?
Let's see.
Thank you.
It's hurtful.
You attack Sam Hauser, we come back at you.
That is fair. I was going to say that is quite enough positive 76ers talk for this podcast.
It's not positive 76ers talk. It's just trying to explain how the Celtics lost that game. Those guys were unconscious.
Go check out Sixers Talk on the NBC Sports Philadelphia podcast feed if you want to hear more of that. Anything positive from today?
Our friends over in Philly.
Paul Pierce was hanging out. I feel bad for Bill Chisholm.
The third quarter was the positive.
Yeah.
Derek White finding his rhythm. Yeah, and the Celtics playing at that pace that we've heard about, playing with the physicality, pulling down rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
That's the team that they hope to be for large parts of the season.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see more from Minot, more from Boucher. Ugo was at the scores table, but did he ever check in?
No, because it was at the end of the quarter.
Oh, that's right. Because I'm bummed because we said, get ready for the Ugo experience, and then he never came in.
I yelled into my microphone to our producer, Ugo!
My favorite part is he did the cool thing where the guy, tries to check in and then comes back, and then he just, emphatically high-fives everybody as if he did something.
Awesome.
So he's already, a veteran in that regard. But, yeah, I would have liked to have this game probably could have used a little Ugo just to see what he could have done against those guys. I'm not saying the rookie's going to go out there, but the rookie on the other side was pretty good. So Ugo's got some ground to make up in Rookie of the Year.
Ugo could have had 35 tonight. He could have had Trente Cinco.
He maybe could have stopped some of those 35s from Edgecombe.
All right, let's end on this. The Celtics have another game in 2 days. What are you expecting from Celtics-Knicks?
I am expecting a bounce back. That has been the MO of this team. And the core remains intact, right?
Did you see what the Knicks did tonight?
I did not.
They beat the Cavs. Little tone setter in the Eastern Conference.
But they're due for a letdown. How about Towns playing tonight? He was doubtful during the day. He actually played and played pretty well. I'm expecting a bounce back from the Celtics. I think they'll win that game.
How will that look? What does a bounce back effort from the Celtics entail?
Well, maybe shooting better than 11 for 43 from three. That is basically 25%, and the team can do a lot. If
better than 60
look at that mental
assists.
math. Well done.
D. White could have caught fire a lot sooner in this game. I mean, he missed a lot of open looks.
He missed
early.
them badly.
Pritchard was missing early. I don't expect that to continue. Bounce back, baby.
Make some shots, get some momentum.
And don't forget, Tibbs told all of the state secrets to the Celtics at practice the other day. So.
And this was the best team in the NBA on the road last season. They've got that
Damn right.
Yeah, exact same
gumption on the road.
81-1 still on the table.
You don't seem as optimistic about Friday in New York.
He gets down.
Yeah,
after the
I think
losses.
what you need to brace yourself for, Drew, is over the course of the season. I'm like Joe Mazzulla. There are nights where you expect him to zig and he zags, right?
Okay.
The Celtics have a great win, and you're like, oh, he's gonna be so excited. You get in there, and he's just pissed. So there might be nights where that happens, for me, it's like I should just be braced to be okay after a just opening night. Things didn't go their way, but no, I'm gonna be salty sometimes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just stomp my feet, and then we'll see what happens.
I have one more positive. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, they lost by one. They had 2 shots to win at the end of the game. It's gonna be all right.
Neither of which were.
It's game 1, by the way. I would like to reiterate that.
And this is why I brought 2 people on the podcast to talk me up.
It's totally your idea.
What other positive do you have?
I really enjoy watching Chris Boucher. He is fiery. He got angry out there. I feel like he fires Joe up as well. It's just he's out there flexing. I enjoyed the Chris Boucher show tonight.
How about Luka Garza getting hit in the head, concussion protocol, bleeding all over his mouth, looked like he was wearing lipstick out there, and what did Joe do? Get up! Get up!
To be
He was,
fair,
trying to wipe it off and trying to push
Joe
past
has
it.
set a precedence on how he wants guys to get off the floor when they're injured. And I thought the more funny thing was when Boucher went over and was trying to hype up a clearly groggy
Dazed,
Garza,
yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah!" I was like, "Oh no, I don't know if this is right." Let's hope Garza's
But
okay.
as you pointed out on the broadcast, Luka lost a tooth in a college game. He came back out and played.
Stitches,
Derek White
everything.
style, yeah.
Sort of a
He will.
Celtic thing.
Yeah, he'll lose a tooth at some point this year. Every tooth he loses, Tommy Award. Automatic for that.
Automatic. That should be the least that you get for losing a tooth in a basketball game.
Who's going to New
losing
York? You're only going to New York, right?
It's me.
You hanging with us?
Nah, I'm going to a wedding in Minnesota.
Nah.
See ya.
Maybe that's why they asked you to be on the pod tonight.
I guess. I'm not working for a while.
One of us will be back on Friday night with the post-game pod. Go like, go subscribe.
I mean, this 3 wide is
Go
fun.
check us out.
Let's do
Whoa,
more of
now
this.
you're in. Before you all are like, what are we doing here? Why do we have 9 people? We only have 2 microphones.
I like to go with the flow.
All right, here we go.
I'm riding the wave.
We'll catch you next time on the Celtics Talk podcast.